I listened to this guy who was saying something about, man, always on time, who was saying something about the Bible, who wrote it, who read. That stuff is irrelevant, y'all. Y'all don't really want to get into it because to get the color stuff. I hope y'all figure that out this year because y'all been working on that for years. For us to be so brilliant and giant, we should have been not figured that out. Because that ain't even nothing to figure out. And then when you figure that out, then what? Who wrote it? It don't matter. Jesus was real. Jesus was black. Let me just go ahead and say that. Don't get caught up in the color stuff on YouTube. It's fine, really. I got into it with this dude who was looking at anime, Dragon Ball. We were watching Dragon Ball anime on YouTube. They were creating a new Dragon Ball or something like that. I forget the guy's name. He got big though. He had created, an offset Dragon Ball, which was tight. And somehow racism came in the picture. And believe it or not, it was either Chinese or Japanese. I ain't talking about race. I ain't seen not all race, but I don't know. I don't remember their name. It was years ago. And they said something racist to the white guy was making the anime. The Chinese or the Japanese said something racist to the white guy about the anime, which was about black folk, which didn't make no sense. So I said something. He said something. I can't remember what he said. And he said something about black people and anime. So I said something back, and everybody like, ooh. And at that time, it was a long time ago now. And I said, well, why y'all anime look like white too, Y'all made some of the greatest animes in the world, but they look like white people. So it's like, it's almost like it was a wall there. And you just can't get nothing to cross. So they just swap up the colors. And when they swap up the colors, they still put the truth out there. So it's like, who gonna really argue about it? When you find out that the truth is still being put out there, they're just swapping up the color. And then, I know other stuff, but we ain't gonna worry about teaching on that till they get me out of here. Cause somebody's swapping up all my energy. And I can tell that it's just something going wrong from when the energy passed from me, the information passed from me to somebody else, then to the public. So we ain't gonna worry about talking about it. But as above, so below. And so what you wanna really look at, you can say, okay, you might have enslaved us here, but as above, so below. You probably our service over there. So if I was you, I'd treat us good over here. Cause the lifetime span is longer over there. It is another dimension. It is another, I forget what they call it. Cause I done been there, y'all. I done had too many near-death experiences, I know. So, this ain't what it is. This ain't it. This ain't all of it. So anyway, and then we all got cool after that. We all got real cool after that, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't no more problem. But here's my thing, man. This is what I want to say, because it's something different about my family. It's something unique about my family that I can't say online. Very ancient. We got ancient books. We know what we need to know. Well, I ain't never seen the books, but I heard of them, and I'm pretty sure we do because of some things my family done and got away with. But it's something about our royalty bloodline, and they know, and I'm going to talk about it when the smoke clear, whatever's going on. That's why I said, whatever's going on in this situation is deeper than that movie can even imagine. You know what I'm saying? It's been going on for a long time. But the reason why I say that, I want to say this, because y'all know how highly I talk about my grandma. My grandma, she know about these books. She had them. And my grandma was, and you can ask my pop, if y'all ever see my pop on the other end. My grandma knew all about, my grandma knew Jesus was real, but my grandma never read the Bible. She would not read that Bible. Almost as if, I know why she wouldn't read it, but I don't think a lot of the other family did. It almost as if she knew where it came from. She knew how they did it, and she knew what it was. But she would tell us it's real. Everything in it real. That Bible is it's internally. A lot of that is internal. I had to live off the Bible. I know the Bible real, Jack. Because when my parents were gone at 12, I knew I had to have something to lean on. You can't lean on people. You can't lean on humans. You can't ask nobody what to do. You know what I'm saying? My parents were here, but we wasn't like that. You know what I mean? So, they wasn't going to tell me right from wrong, put it that way. We from the slum, man. Everybody from the slum is what it is out here. So, I wanted to know right from wrong, though. You know? I mean, we knew right from wrong. I mean, it just wasn't that kind of family bond. And when I get out of this situation, if I get to tell the story, a lot of the people attacking us know about it. Anytime inheritance is in the picture, it's something ancient, probably, maybe, with whoever getting the inheritance played around and stuff like that. So, no matter how much it is, it's probably something ancient about it. So with that being said, it's stuff we know that nobody else know, and nobody else want to talk about neither. But don't get caught up in the hype what color Jesus was and all that, man. They giving this, it's the truth. I apply that Bible to my life, and everything in it worked, and everything in the Bible done came true. It's this guy. Let me see if I see him on here. Y'all better go check him out, because he explained it good. I just live by it as I growed up. I ain't really had to study that broad just about that particular religion and Jesus, because I knew it was true. I lived by it. I applied it to myself, though. But the problem with a lot of y'all is you trying to apply it all at one time, so you can be you can't do that. I couldn't do it. I did it one step at a time, one commandment at a time. And I just seen things change. I'm glad I did it that way. I did it one thing at a time, one step at a time, one commandment at a time. And believe it or not, it took so long, I was still able to enjoy my life and learn about the Bible and evolve with the Bible and grow and elevate with the Bible through that. But this guy say that's good pain. Y'all better go check him out. He gotta be a chosen one, a gifted. He is something about him. Oh, that's what it is. Thank you, Casper. So he is a chosen. Y'all better go check him out, because honestly, that's my definition. He probably ain't even no Christian, but he would be a definition of a good Christian, you know what I'm saying, or a good religious person in general. Just like myself, the way he's spitting, that's the way I get it. It's like the way he's spitting, it's natural. Like he can study it and get stuff out of it just like I do. You know what I'm saying? Me and him would probably work good together if I get out of this situation when it comes down to learning more about God and religion. Let me tell y'all something out there, though, that's going crazy about who we got and what we here for and that, this and that, and the colors. If I was out of here, I would get with somebody like him, and in 1 to 2 months, I have all them answers. Y'all got them answers. Now, let me tell you this. People like y'all are just like that little women's program squad that been attacking me. Y'all like different levels. Y'all all work together. Y'all in the same planetary earth. Y'all in the same earth, bro. And that's what we filtering out, y'all. And y'all if you don't believe in out of everything that done happened thus far, the chosen one waking up, Euphrates River, you probably got an answer for all that. You think man did it probably. I'm telling you, these stuff happening back to back, and they've been happening since the beginning of time. Ain't nobody gonna follow no book to that degree when it ain't real. So what I'm saying is, why would they follow a book to that degree when it ain't real? Because you saying it ain't real. Then you saying, man, triggering all this stuff to make it be real. Why would they do that? Why would they put all the energy in doing something like that when they already control you pretty much? They got enough problem worrying about this machine. We got to question some of the things, the way we act. How could they do something so rapidly and that fast? I applied the Bible to my life in such a way that I tell you what, my God against your God, buddy. For the next couple months, you will see just that quick. You know what I'm saying? But let me not go there. But we can though. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you, bro, if I wanted to go there, you'll be trying your best to get some of that information down fast. Because it's like the argument always with our people, what color was that, who wrote it? Who cares? The truth is there. Did you get it? That ain't no different from worrying about Jesus and Buddha and all the other ones. We still trying to bring that back. That's why spirituality and religion should have clicked up. Because you can go to your real conduit, buddy. I know you know a lot of them. You probably hanging with them, probably really, really hanging with them. You need to go ask them if you that unclear about Jesus Christ. And ask them. You can ask any real conduit, is Jesus Christ real? And they either ain't gonna want to speak on it. They gonna look over it, go around the question, or they gonna tell you straight up, yeah, he real. Either way it go, he real. So what you gonna get out of that? Once he real, what you gonna do? Read the Bible then? You know he real. Because you study, I can tell by the way you talk, you studied the same stuff I studied. And all of it got Jesus in, and the only difference is Jesus black. That's it. That's it, buddy. You're going to keep our people in that stagnated state, see you in that program with the rest of them little girls, the little voodoo dolls. And that ain't going to work. That ain't going to work. Because, see, all y'all are inheriting thieves. I ain't saying you are, but I'm telling y'all, when you come for God and Jesus, you come for me. That's all I'm going to tell you, bro. That's all I'm going to tell y'all, bro. You come for God and Jesus, you come for me, bro. Because I had to live by that Bible. That Bible became my mom and dad at 12 years old. So I know it's real. Every last drop of it. Even the parts that it's stuff in there that have been modified. Not modified as in they took and swapped and this and that. No, it's stuff that been modified in the point that they just took something out and left it out. They just left the rest of it there. You got to read between the lines, yeah. But outside of that, everything there. And it's enough there to be the human manuscript. Go add it to your life. And a lot of times when you don't want to add it to your life, the people that I know for a fact that don't want to add it to their life, they got a thorn in their flesh that Bible don't agree with. And that's why you got problems in your life. You got to if you're in these little groups. But let me tell you about these little groups. Y'all are paid off by the people who stole inheritance. Oh, I said something then. Yeah, I said something then. Y'all are paid off by the people who stole inheritance for your own people. Y'all are the ones who look like us but keep us down. Because y'all are paid off by the Zoe Club. And let me tell you something else. This family know more about Zoe than you think it is, buddy. This is an ancient family. So you better go ask your little voodoo dolls. Let me get out of my feeling. You better go ask your little voodoo. You better go. Lord have mercy. You better go ask the little women's program y'all got going on. The planet before you, before we get to y'all. Because I just heard in the Astro, that's finna be, I don't know what it means, revelation waters. And all y'all gonna believe then. I don't even know what that means. I ain't never read that in the Bible. I don't know if it's in the Bible or not. But just like my flow, I set it up this last night, and God said, set it back down because I ain't ready to go. God staying on the floor. It's a reason God staying down there. We need to wonder why God on the floor for. You see all these signs, you see all this stuff going on, y'all still out there trying to steal money. The problem is you don't want to. You done got with your other groups, and y'all been trying to figure out how to abstract. But the problem is you found out that you're working for Satan. That Satan is active. You know what I'm saying? And in motion and on top or whatever. And y'all just stuck, basically, long story short. You connected to that flow. So how dare you be that smart? You got all these books, you done did it, and who did it. Why are we going to sit here and talk about what color they is? Why would we do that, people? All the nationality. Why are we gonna sit there and argue about what color they is? And this is the only thing I got to say to the other nationality that keep swapping the color. You just make sure you better always put the truth there. Curse upon anybody who try to rearrange it. Because if you're going to change the color, do not change that, period. That's all you got to do. Otherwise, I care less about the color. If you want to keep arguing about that color, how many lots have that popped off them prison cells? You know all this stuff, and you ain't saying nobody, because you're a part of these little groups that keep me stuck. See, this deeper than this little movie stuff. This movie stuff was a fade out. This movie stuff was a way to get me out of here. And, I'm sorry, Lynn, but you don't get it. We work for God, and God said this ending going to be different. She know who I'm talking to. God said this ending going to be different. This revelation, y'all didn't want to hear, but this revelation, you better get ready. Y'all better get ready because something going down in the astro. And like I said, you could go ask your nearest card reader, since y'all ain't got no other way to reach the spiritual realm, and go ask them something, the real one, and say, what is going on in the spiritual realm? They're going to tell you it's something going on. Now, go ask them. Go ask a real one. Not the ones that get together and group up. They semi sort of okay too, but that try to help people with the devices and stuff. Not them. Go ask a real conduit. And they're going to say, yeah, it's definitely a spiritual war going on. It's something serious going on. That's what they're going to tell you now. Ain't nobody got time to be sitting here. You mean tell me we're going to go all the way back here? The stir better than that. The stir right there all by itself. And the stir ain't even in the Bible. And I'm telling you, God and Jesus is real. My grandma said it. And I'm telling you. And I'm introducing you to stuff that you ain't read before. And it's real. So your stuff is garbage compared to what we telling you already. Because what you got going on ain't popping no locks off the sales. Ain't helped none of our people yet. I ain't been doing this for 5 years, and I done damn near helped the whole world. With God help me and God and our ancestors. With God help. I'm helping God. God, God helping me, my bad. God helping me. I can't do nothing without God. But it don't matter. You want to say white, black, this and that. Man, come on, bro. It's inside of us already. Listen to me when I talk to you, little boy. I don't care if you think you older than me or not. You ain't acting like it. Listen to what I'm telling you. There's a tree in this world. We all got a tree we connected to. You can look at it like this, but I ain't gonna. Don't take this even with a grain of salt. I don't know if it's one tree or everybody got trees, different trees. I think it's different trees though. And there's 2 major trees in this planet, and me being connected to one of them. All of y'all got root chakra and a crest chakra. And this ain't got nothing to do with zodiacs right here now. It do and it don't, but it don't. So I'm saying this like, you said, I'm a Christian. That ain't what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what I'm talking about. But it's on another page what you thinking about. I'm talking about this right here. All trees got I'm talking about the tree itself when you come together. So your zodiacs don't really count. But let's just say the tree itself got its own zodiac. Okay, the tree itself. There's a crest chakra and there's a root chakra. Thank you, Casper. There's Satan chakra, Christ chakra. All the trees got this. So in other words, there's Satan vessels in each tree. We don't know how many trees probably here. You see what I'm saying? It's vessels. These are the same energy. Just one might be activated. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. I don't know the details and all that. I can't really get that yet. I ain't got that far in my information when it comes to astro. But I'm telling you what I know though. So with that being said, that's why you got to go to your flames and your twin, because y'all going to connect to a tree. And it's going to be something inside you. Skip the IV. It's going to be something inside you. You just skip the IV for now. It's something inside. It's going to be something inside you. Like the sensors that I taught you on your body, it's going to be more of that sensation when you actually get with your twin or your twin flame. You see what I'm saying, bro? So that means like, okay, so what did you got all these people in this tree. Okay, we got all these people in this tree. All right, boom. We got all these people in this tree. We got all these people in this tree. Okay, this tree got a right side and the left side, and it got a low end and it got a high end. All right, you want, let's say you want a love in this tree, and it's a soulmate, not a twin or twin flame. Okay, you can look at this tree. You can look at this tree, and you can tell the soulmate. Okay, now let me put my hand down, cause y'all like looking at palms, which is not gonna bother me. But now watch this. Now imagine me being the tree, which is the facts. Okay? There's a right side and there's a left side. Now remember, there's still this tree. From the crest chakra to the root chakra. You want a soulmate in this tree. Okay? You meet this soulmate. Well, this soulmate might be on the root side of the chakra, which means she's going to be a lower vibration of the tree. In other words, party like a rock star. Maybe. And you're going to know that because the bells and whistles going to go off. You're going to start getting these itches from your thighs, your knees, ankles, feet, bottom of your feet, and your butt cheeks. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why y'all see me got them videos. That's why I be doing that, because most of the women that be bothering me, they always, you know what I'm saying, dealing with they always doing crazy stuff. And they ain't poking me with nothing. They just, that we're getting closer. My tree actually trying to get closer. No matter if they on the lower end or the high end. Some of them done got closer. They just attacking me like they supposed to. That's the problem. Because that's another thing. They root chart, they probably going to attack you a lot. Love and now you can see why my father taught me about love in reverse. Okay? Now, you want a woman. So let's say you want a woman more open, entertaining. Well, more all of them pretty much gonna probably be entertainment. More open and wild on the wild side. You probably gonna get a root chakra woman, soulmate. You want a woman that's more stable, more marriage material. Then you gonna look for a crest chakra woman. That's how you find it in the physical. Your information ain't helping us like this, buddy. I know my information is because I can already see people when you're in your video, you stopping and you questioning yourself when you talk. Oh, wait a minute, I ain't gonna say it yet. And it's helping, ain't it? Because you wouldn't be doing it if it didn't work. So quit letting the machine redirect y'all. I told y'all to cleanse yourself and get yourself right with God. You want to pop them locks off them cells and you want to pop them locks off them mountains, then you better get your ass in gear. You're going to have to stand up. Yeah, you like that thorn in your flesh. Too bad it got to go. You mean to tell me you can't get rid of that thorn long enough to get your soul right in order with God so we can win this spiritual war? Are you crazy? We going to war, like my boy said. You got Chronos, you got the Chronos earth, and you got the Jesus earth. We tired of the Chronos earth. And all your study is teaching us is to stay in the Chronos earth. You probably ain't teaching this. Look, man. That's probably some old teaching and they brought it back to my page. And if that's the case, you probably done changed a lot. If that's the case, I apologize. But if you still carrying that, you still doing that after all these changes in 5 years, my God, you gotta be working with that little triangle group. And I feel sorry for all of you because you ain't gonna be able to get out of that problem. Or you feel like you can't. You feel like you can't because that's some higher power type stuff. And you not my high power. Not like God, but you get it. And y'all feel like you just can't move, bro. That's why you should have moved different before you did it. That's why I didn't get involved in it. They've been pulling on me, but I'm good. I already got a boss. His name God, Alpha Omega. And anyway, you got this tree, and that's facts. So I just took y'all a step further than your little bells and whistles. You gonna meet a lover, or you meet somebody, or you meet a boss, you shake their hand, your left side go to itch real good, then you know you can maybe deal with them, but you better watch them. And you also know that they still part of your tree probably. Maybe. I don't know that for a fact, though. I can't even say that for a fact. But I do know when I meet people and my right side go off, I can deal with them. My left side go off, I better question it. You know, but sometimes they are part of your tree, and sometimes they just in a build of fitness. They just in a business field where they in a business field where they have to do like major like government type stuff, and they have to make decisions that ain't always good with guys. So they be back and forth. So you just never know with that left side. You just gotta question it. But by the grace of God, a lot of them be below my cheeks. So I already kind of know if I want to deal with them or not. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, but that still don't mean they bad or good. It just means you just got to watch yourself. But most of the time, they're on the right. And they from your head, hair, you can feel it in your hair, your head, all the way down to your right feet. They still good. And then they go to your left shoulder, they still semi-sort of good. But when they start getting to the lower end, then you got to question it if you want to deal with them. But normally, if you see them, you'll know for a fact. You know what I'm saying? So, this is just little simple stuff that I'm telling you, bro. The reason why my grandma said that, it was like she knew Jesus personally. This family ancient. This family old, bro. That's why I say, y'all, that little triangle group was paid the Get Out movie. Y'all paid, okay, let's look at the Get Out movie. All these black folk, look, let's say all the people in the Get Out movie was all black. I ain't seen that movie so long, so I can't remember how it was, but let's say they was all black, all the people that try to doppelgang each other. That's what it is. All y'all were paid by helping steal. You was gang stalkers for the people who really stole the inheritance, which don't look like us. And y'all was paid. Y'all were paid to set us up and sabotage us and make our life a living hell. So some of y'all was even in the family from birth. So basically, the house N-word and the field N-word really didn't go nowhere. It just adjusted. Man, this chair hurt my body bad, bro. I can't even sit in this chair. This chair hurt, bro. So, that's what I'm trying to tell you. But if you ain't doing that, we still got to correct it, though, because people look up to you. And that really done misguided a lot of people, because every time I see that little video, it get under my skin. I'm telling y'all, don't put too much energy in that color stuff. If anything, just make sure they putting the truth in it. If the truth is in it, who cares? I'm coming back purple with Jesus. One day, one lifetime, I'm coming back purple. Who cares? Who cares? But if you want to get to the bottom of it, and you want to find a way to tell our people what's really going on, and so they won't be so blinded to the reality, the facts of things, then I understand that. I say get a museum. Both of y'all, whites and the blacks, get a big museum. Man, I gotta quit cussing. Get a big museum, a huge museum. I'm quitting cussing on my own, cause a man on the cuss ain't got the words to say, and I don't like cuss all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because if I do it and then I so happen to get back into music, I don't like to cuss in my music. And you can go listen to any of my music. I done made some of the hardest secular music in the world, and there ain't one cuss word in it probably. You know what I'm saying? I always been like that. You can go ask anybody that know me. I always been like that. It ain't got nothing to do with y'all out there. It ain't got nothing to do with whatever y'all got going on. Nothing. I just like to check. I like to get beside myself, correct myself, remodify myself, and display myself. You look good, self. Ain't nobody playing with y'all out there.